Hey FlossTube, this is StitchuationNormal and I'm Kathleen and this is episode 3. And I can't believe it's episode 3. I can't believe how many of you are watching. So thank you so much for watching and for all your likes and subscribes and all of your comments. I love it. I love the comments. You guys give great advice and you make me feel so welcome in this beautiful community. I wrote down some comments again, so I'm going to go through some of the comments. I got a little flyaway there. So Mal S commented, I know Mal from elementary school and from high school, and she's watching, and she says, I don't know anything about cross stitch, but I like watching your videos. I think there's a few of my friends who don't stitch. I know my cousin Kara said she watches and she doesn't stitch. I just want to say I watch videos of people cleaning their houses and I don't clean my house. So I think that's pretty normal with YouTube to watch things even if you don't do it. And non-stitchers are very much welcome here in the FlossTube community. So thanks for watching, Mel and my cousin Kara. I'd asked you all to let me know which finish you liked better on my Christmas piece that I kind of just stuck there to show off because it's not Christmas yet, but I still want to show it off a little. I literally just put it there for the video. Maybe it'll stay though, who knows. So I might be saying your name wrong. It's X-A-N. Zan Lansiddle says to go big on Christmas finish. Colleen Isaac says bigger bow or smaller pick. Jeannie says to try bells, and I really like that idea. I might just get some bells. Okay, sorry. My cat is just like right here cleaning herself. This is Mew, everybody. Mew, look at the camera. Oh, now you guys know I'm a crazy cat person. Anyways, Mew, that's Mew. She was just making noise, and I don't like it when I can hear extra noises. Oh, now she's scratching the carpet. Okay. We're not starting over here. We'll keep going. Okay, Jeannie says bells. I really like the idea of bells. I think that'd be really cute. So I'm gonna have to just keep looking once more Christmas stuff comes out. Kim Elefron says go big or go home. Channel your inner Priscilla and Chelsea, and that made me laugh because they do go big. Chelsea and Priscilla go big. I don't know if I'm that big, but you guys all seem to, the people that are for the big finish seem to really be into it, so I might become a big finisher. I might go big or I might end up going home, who knows. And Lizzie Fisher also said to go big with Christmas trim. So, oh, and Joelle said a green bow. So that was different too. We'll see, because there is some green in the house. I made a tally chart of everyone's votes because I really like tallies and tally charting? I don't know. Tallying. So we had 5 people who voted for the bigger trim, 4 voted for the pick, and 8 of you voted for the minimalist little red bow, which is why I have the little red bow on it right now. I like that best, but who knows, when Christmas rolls around, I get in the stores and I start seeing everything that they've got, it might just not be so minimalistic after all. We'll see. So thank you everyone who gave some tips and advice. Some people reminded me to take little pieces out of the pick and insert it, so that might be what I end up doing. It's just taking parts of a pick out and putting it into a bow or doing something. So also, I just wanted to say, I meant to say this in the beginning, but you guys, when I was saying how amazing you are, I had not done my hair or makeup for months, and then for the video I did my hair and makeup for you guys, and I've been doing it every week and it feels so good. So like, this is for you. You're not getting my messy no makeup face, which is fine, but it's just nice to get dressed up a little bit. And this outfit I'm wearing, I am not a real big planner. I try to be. So I was at Winners in February, and they had put out all their spring clothes, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this now and be ready, and it's not gonna sell out by the time I finally decide I'm gonna buy my spring clothes. And then the joke was on me because I didn't get to go anywhere for spring. It was just our house. So this is the first time I'm wearing it and I feel fancy. You guys make me feel fancy. Let's see how many times I can say fancy in a video. Last time it was a lot. So, okay, so we talked about this. Moving on to Marilyn Pearlman. She commented last week too. She is a wealth of information. Marilyn, need your phone number so I can call you all the time. Just kidding. I won't do that. But I do appreciate all your comments. She says that I should use a washer on the back with a magnet. But she said to make sure that the washer is magnetic because they're not all magnetic. And I could just see myself gluing a non-magnetic washer on and then being like, why isn't it sticking? So that's very helpful information. Diane Hahn also echoed what Marilyn said. So great tip. Thank you, girls. My Aunt Verdi's porch that I showed, there were quite a few Paula Vaughan fans out there. I guess I could hold it up a little closer. Paula Vaughan did quite a few. I've learned from all the comments, really. So there were quite a few of you that loved Paula Vaughan. Merritt Crawford says that she stitched one of the Paula Vaughan pieces that were on the back. I didn't show the back really, like you kind of got a glimpse of it, but she had those hawk eyes and she saw. So I don't know which one. I tried to I'm gonna guess right now, okay? Let's see. Merritt, did you do Reflections of the Past? Hang on, we've got a glare there. Is this the one you did, Reflections of the Past? That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. I like to pretend I'm psychic sometimes, I don't know. It's fun. So, good Hawkeyes, Merritt. And then Merritt offered me some Mill Hill beads too in case I run out, because remember I used them on this piece and I was worried that I might not have enough when I go to do my Mill Hill kit. And also Marty offered me some. So thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. It means so much, and you might get a panicked message from me. SOS, I need beads. So thank you. Donna Sanchez has Aunt Verdi's porch. Am I saying it with like a French accent? Verdi, or is it Verdi? I don't know. So Donna has a finished object, but she has it in a drawer and she's wondering if she should pull it out and fully finish it. And I say, pull her out and show her off. And also if you do, tag me because I want to see it. I want to see the finished Aunt Verdi's porch. Because the picture, I feel like it doesn't do it justice. And lastly, in the comments, you had some great tips for musty-smelling items. So Aunt Verdi's porch does not smell nearly as offensive as it was before, but the magazines still kind of do. So I'll show you what I tried. Joelle had said that she buys used books and she puts them in the freezer. So to just put it in the freezer, I did that for a few days, as you can see in the picture. And it did get rid of some of the odor, but the magazine, it is strong in the magazine, I will tell you. It is very strong in that magazine. So Nancy Nennenkamp says to make a working copy and then store the stinky one elsewhere so I don't just smell it, which is a really good idea. That will be what I do if I can't get it out. Jeannie says charcoal might do it. That's Googling. I'm gonna have to do some Googling because I charcoal it or like put it in something with charcoal. I don't know. I have some reading to do on that one. I'm a little ignorant with the charcoal. May Stewart Olson says she buys used books and puts them in a plastic bag with the baking soda. And Amy Judith uses this method and she says to keep it in there for a week. So I might try that next. Stay tuned for phase 2 of the musty charts. That's what I'm gonna try. And the last thing I want to say is I feel like I've kind of turned into a cross-stitch recruiter because I have been passing out little mini kits like it's candy. Like I gave my mother-in-law one. She used to stitch, but she hadn't stitched in a long time. And I just at the hint that she wanted to stitch, I was like, here's a kit. So my mother-in-law has been stitching the cutest little snowman. She might be done now. She was pretty close to finishing the other day. So she might be done it. I love that she's been stitching. It is so fun. We even stitched in the backyard a little bit last week, which was really fun. And I gave my sister Emily a little kit. It was similar to the one that I gave my mother-in-law. It was a little Christmas one. And she used to stitch. She was a very good stitcher too. So she was working on that and she watches my FlossTube. Hi Emily, your shout out. And her daughter, I gave her a little mini kit too, and she, like it was nothing, just stitched that away like an old pro. I tried to give my other sister Karen one and she was like, no, I know I won't do it. So I was like, okay. I still might try and sneak one to her so that I can enable her as well. My cousin, I gave my cousin one, the one that I watched Dark with. I was like, here, you might want to just start. I'm planting the seeds so that I can like have a little gang of Stitch friends. And who else? I feel like there was someone else. Oh, Heather. My friend Heather, she's Watcher. She's not a Stitcher, Mal. So Mal, you might get something in the mail soon because I am enabling anyone and everyone to cross stitch. And I know Tanya has pulled out all her stuff. She said she made a real mess, but she's excited to go to Magic Hour cross stitch. Oh, and Magic Hour cross stitch. I forgot to mention this last week. They are so close to the border in Niagara Falls that they have US mailing. So if you live in the United States, you can order from them and it'll get there probably quicker than it will to us Canadians here because our mail is a little bit slower. But they have a special mailman that does cross-border mailing almost same day, like he'll same day bring it over. So, and maybe I'm wrong, but they said it's faster than it is in Canada and they do have a special mail guy. So you can order from them. And I think they have US prices as well as Canadian prices. I also forgot to mention they hand dye their own materials and they have some gorgeous material to stitch on. They have regular material as well, but they do some gorgeous colors and oh, they showed me opalescent fabric, which I didn't know what that was. I was excited about glitter floss. I didn't know you could stitch a piece on glitter fabric, so I might have to do some more purchasing there. And that I think is all for my comments. We can head into Mom's Minute, which I'm still doing because I still sneak pieces out of my mom's house. Well, she gives me permission, but here's Mom's Minute. This was a dimensions kit, I believe. I Googled it because my mom couldn't remember. It might be hard to see. Let's see, maybe if I come on this angle. Oh, well, we've got all sorts of light. Here, this might be the best. It just says, childhood passes so quickly. Treasure the moments. So this has hung in my parents' house as long as I can remember. It was just always there, and it was right beside the piano. And actually, I'll show that again, but this picture, this was in my like old scrapbook. Sorry, Eden, if you see this, I don't think you watch it all, but you can see it's hanging right there. This is like, I found this picture just literally as I was about to film. I was like, what the heck, I gotta show this. So there it is there, right in front of the piano. That's where I remember. That's me, that's Karen, who says she's never gonna stitch, and that was our best friend growing up, Eden. So, again, sorry, Eden, I know you don't like the old pics. But yeah, I always remember it being there, and it's my mom's favorite piece. It's her most sentimental piece, I would say. When I started cross-stitching, she was like, you need to be careful that you're not neglecting the kids, you know, because childhood passes so quickly. And I'm like, because she knows how addicting cross-stitching is. And I was like, the kids aren't neglected, but maybe the dishes are neglected. And like some of the housework is neglected. And that's okay right now because stitching brings me joy. But I just love the old colors. So, okay, so she stitched it. Her initials are hidden. Like I was looking bottom corner. They are right here. She stitched this in 1988, and that was before I was born, so it makes sense that I remember this. I just love the old like dusty rose color, and whatever this blue is. This blue is so like early 90s to me, late 80s maybe. But yes, this is the most special piece of hers, and what she found important about motherhood, I guess you could say, was to treasure the moments because it goes by quickly. It makes me think of this movie. My husband and I watch this movie at least once a year called About Time, and we cry every time, and we know what's coming every time we watched it. It's just such a beautiful movie. I don't know if I said it. It's called About Time. Rachel McAdams is in it, and it's just about life and time and not taking it for granted because time is not merciful. So it makes us appreciate the day-to-day more whenever we watch that movie. And that's what I think of when I think of that piece too, which is why I think my mom probably loves that piece, is to just not take the time for granted. So that is Mom's Minute. Yeah, just wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. So I have a fully finished object. What? How? Can't be done the TV. No, not even close to being done the TV piece, but I did this. I just tossed it in this frame for right now. I've left a little space here in case I want to put my initials or the year, but it's one of the Be Well pieces, one of the Be Well freebies, I should say, from the Be Well and Stitch movement, which I was very late to because I didn't know about it. And this one is by Fox and Rabbit. So this is on their website right now. My cat is scratching at the carpet. I usually lock her in the bathroom. Okay. Well, it's not mean. I put a blanket in there and she's comfy. Anyways, so this is on their website. I'll post a link in the description. I just love it. It was a really quick stitch, a nice one-day stitch, which I needed because I was so sick of the browns from the TV piece that I'm working on. So it was a nice, like I said, one-day stitch. There's no back stitching in it. I added a little French knot here for the eye, but that wasn't called for. You don't need to do that if you don't want to. And I think it was only 5 colors. It was all in Weeks Dye Works, I believe, but I just did a DMC conversion and I think it turned out beautiful. I tossed it in this little frame, and like I said, I still need to iron it. I just put it in because I wanted to show you guys. I was so excited about having a finish. So there's that. My whips. I did some work on the family piece here. This was for my friend, Joelle. And last time I showed this, I just had the 2 of them done, the couple themselves. And so I finished the back stitching on them. I added their son in and back stitched, and this is their daughter, which I still need to back stitch and put hair in and some arms maybe. I don't know if she likes arms maybe. And they also have a little dog, so I'm gonna put their dog in. I'll put their name, and maybe I'll put like a little like floral motif up here or not, I don't know, but it was fun working on this. This was based off of Durene Jones's stitch couples that she did in the June 2020 Cross Stitcher magazine. I don't have the hard copy of it because I was using a digital copy, but I think it's pretty cute. Oh, I used variegated floss for the first time, but this isn't like fancy floss. This is just like a DMC variegated old one from the stash that I got that on Marketplace. So I made sure that I made the X's immediately instead of doing a row and then crossing them all, because that's what I read you're supposed to do with variegated floss. But I did it on his shirt and her dress, and it was really fun working with that. Something I forgot to mention about this piece is what it stitched on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is Aida, but I have no idea what kind of Aida. If anyone knows, you can see there's like kind of like I want to say almost like pieces of wheat. Is that wheat then? Because remember, I know people have said called a color wheat, but like, is this wheat Aida because it has something like wheats like woven into it? I don't know. I'll show a picture of where it came from. It was also from that big Marketplace haul that I picked up, that stash that I picked up. And I'll show you a picture of what it looks like, because I just don't want to waste. I hate wasting. I don't like waste. And so I just grabbed a scrap of this because it was on the edge, as you can see in the photo, and so I just stitched on there to save that little scrap, and I love it. So anyways, waste not, want not. That's what I say. That's probably because my parents were post-war kids and they ingrained that in me. So, okay, so finished the family. Actually, I haven't finished it, but I'm going to finish the family, which I'll be able to show you guys probably next week. I'll show you my progress on Tuned In by Emma Congdon. Here we go. This is what I've got done so far. I'm almost done the outline. There was one little snafu I had with counting because my top, I kept counting and it was 178 and my bottom was 180, and I looked at the chart and I was like, it says 180. It did not say 180, it said 178. So my bottom was just a little too far. I had to take out a few stitches, and by a few I mean more than a few, but less than a lot. So I made sure that I took care of my mistake as soon as I noticed it, which is what we do, right? We take care of our mistakes, we do things the right way, fixed it, and then I moved on. So that was by, like I said, Emma Congdon, who I did not realize is Stitchrovia on Etsy, and I love Stitchrovia. So if you like that, if you like the Tuned In piece, you can get a PDF download, I think for like $6 or $7 Canadian on her website, or on her Etsy shop. So you don't have to get the Cross Stitcher magazine that I use like a little stitch bible all the time. Yeah, so that was it. my stash. So I found the Fox and Rabbit Designs freebie, like I mentioned, and again, that'll be in the description in case you want to check that out. I also found the Blackberry Rabbit did a Be Well one, and I can't show you because it's the chart, but I printed it off in my, and put it in my scrapbook, right? Remember, that's where I put my wee little stitches. So I put my freebies in there. I got Tiny Modernist had a couple freebies on theirs. Lizzie Kate actually had a few freebies too. So I just started printing off some freebies so that I have something to do in between bigger projects. I never have been one to do more than one project at a time, so I'm turning into that. I think that's good. Bent Creek did a Be Well. Cottage Garden did one, so I printed those off because they're really cute. And then I found, why can't I remember the name? It says it right there, I'm sure. Oh, Ugly Duckling House. So she has on her website, if you sign up with your email, you have access to her free cross stitch charts, and they are on there until she posts them into her shop, and then you have to pay for them. So I printed off cactus, cacti. I printed off, oh, and you can see my son's schoolwork is on the back because they sent his work home. It was like this stack of paper, and his work was on one side and then it was blank on the other. So I was like, we cannot waste that paper. So I've been printing off charts on it, just the freebie ones. I took this one, this ombre geometric heart, which I think is really, oh, here we go. I've been bad at showing stuff today. I haven't known which way to angle it. Maybe, I think my phone was facing the other way last week, and then now I'm trying to do it that way too. Whoa, look, there's my son's 8s he did. Okay, and then there's this colorful modern Christmas tree, which I thought was pretty cute. So that's my freebie stash that I got this week, but then I got real stash too. So this was just like a $2 or $3 one. I like my puns intended, and it's for Stitches and Giggles. I saw it and then I was like, oh, I have so many fonts and motifs, I'll just make my own. But then I was like, I don't want to steal their idea. This is where I saw it, so I paid the like $2 or $3 for it. It's for my friend Lindsay. Hey Lindsay, if you're watching, I doubt you're watching though. She is my punny friend. Her and I did stand-up comedy together actually for a little bit. And well, I didn't know, I thought it was comedy writing. That's how I'll say she tricked me into it. She will get defensive and say, no, you knew what you were getting into, but I didn't know we had to perform all of our written material, so then I accidentally just started doing stand-up comedy. And it was really fun. The only reason I stopped is the virus, really. But anyway, so I like my puns intended is for Lindsay, because she's punny. Like I said, I might do a different font because I have tons of different font charts, really cute fonts, and I have lots of motifs. So, okay, that's all the printed stuff. Then I got real stitchy mail. My first like order of mail came, and it was from Traditional Stitches. Traditional Stitches. I kind of slurred that, so I wanted to make sure it was clear. Traditional Stitch. Oh, now why am I doubting what it's called? Traditional Stitches. Yes, in Calgary, Alberta. Because I love knowing about shops in Canada. I love supporting Canada and local and all that stuff. So Traditional Stitches, they're amazing. So this is the first one that I got. It's Bent Creek. I love Bent Creek whenever I see them. Hang on, let's see if I can show you that better. This is from their Colorful Snappers, World of Color Snapper series, and this is the snapper color red. I don't really know what that is. If anyone knows what that is, could you please tell me? Because if you look here, there's like a little button snap, and I wonder what you're supposed to snap onto there. Is there something you're supposed to snap onto there? Tell me please in the comments, please, because it makes me so curious. And it comes with that. So it comes with the button and I bought this because I love the cardinal and the butterfly. Are the two? Is that a two? There's there's 3 butterflies. It's just so cute. And I love cardinals and butterflies. I'm always looking for them. We have lots in our backyard. and it just made me happy. So I thought, I'm gonna grab this. I got the Prairie Schooler, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Again, so cute. Just a little fun one to do in between the other stuff. Maybe I might stitch a few of these and give them to the kids' teachers as a teacher gift. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do one for myself though. Maybe put it up in the hall. So Mary Had a Little Lamb, Prairie Schooler. And then this one that I'm about to show you is the fancy one that I got for, and I got my fancy material for this one. This is the fancy piece, okay? It's My Mother's House by Kathy Barrick. And it says, "There's no place like my mother's house, built 1833. And I'm probably gonna put the year that my parents were married in it, but I just love the colors. It's all TMC, but it looks variegated almost, like it looks fancier. Probably because there's some very similar shades and they've made it look that way. But I don't know, there is no place like my mother's house. And I feel that about a few women's homes, like my mother-in-law, I feel that way about her house too. So there's a lot of spots for initials, and I'm gonna probably stitch this to be a little family history piece almost. Well, not a family history piece, but we'll have some family history stitched into it with my grandmas and all that. And I love it. I love it. Let me just do one more zoom in. It needs to be shown off a little more. My hand's a little shaky though, I'm sorry. That's shaky. So I'm going to be stitching this on, that's the 25 count Lugana that I got. So it'll be bigger than what it says on there, but I want it to be bigger because there's just something about it. And I think it's those colors. It's almost like those same colors that are in The Childhood Passes Quickly, but like a more modern version of those colors. And maybe that's what I feel is that those pinks and blues, and I don't know. So I'm really excited to start that one whenever I do start that one. Also, I can tell I'm excited because that was kind of loud when I said that. Okay, so that is everything that I had for, my cat is being so dramatic today, I swear. That's all that I had for my stash. I have a couple FlossTubers that I've been watching. Before I go to bed, I watch Off the Grid Needle Arts, which someone in the comments recommended to me. She's from Ontario, and her videos are really calming and relaxing, and she takes her time with everything. She's not over the top like I am in my videos, and so I like to watch her before bed. And she also hosts the big, what is it called? Not the getaway, what do you call it? Retreat, the retreat that we have here in Ontario, which we didn't have because of the virus, but I will definitely be going to, because why would I not want to go somewhere where everyone is all stitchy and it's all stitch talk, you know? And then the other one that I've been watching is Java Girl. I'm sure you guys all know who these are. I'm new, so I don't know, but Java Girl is so fun. I'm on her third video. She does nice 20-minute ones so far. Maybe they get longer, but I love her finishes. I need to improve on my finishing and not just toss it in a frame. Or someone said soon you'll have a drawer full of shame. I forget who your name is, but someone in the comments said you're gonna have a drawer full of shame soon. And I'm like, oh no, I already have those drawers. That's like where I don't know where to put anything is. I just put it in the drawer of shame. So I don't want to have two drawers of shame. So yeah, so Java Girl and Off the Grid Needle Arts, and those are my FlossTubers that I've been watching. I've started working again here in Ontario. Photographers are able to work now, so I have started shooting again. And at first I was kind of scared it would interfere with my stitch time, but I was so excited to get back out there and start photographing things again. A lot of you talk about being multi-craftual, and I don't feel that I'm sorry, that is so rude. Oh, she is so rude. Mew. I am not multi-craftual, except I'm gonna say that I am because of photography. That's my other craft that I do, so then I won't feel like, I don't know. Now I feel like I fit in more with you girls and guys that are multi-craftual. But yeah, it was really fun to start. I have a surprise for you guys next week. I want you guys to subscribe so you don't miss it. It starts with a G maybe, ends with an giveaway. Because I am almost at 700 subscribers. That is unreal. You guys deserve something for all your love that you've given me. I need to give some love back. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it, or ring the bell, as my 6-year-old says. Leave a comment below, any tips, anything, advice, chit chat. I love it. A lot of you have been like, I'll be your stitchy friend. I'm like, done. We are friends. Done. Check. So feel free to be a friend, and feel free to leave helpful advice like Marilyn Pearlman does for me. Marilyn, I'm going to be scouring the comments for your next little bit of advice that you are giving me. I am sweating because we have a heat advisory going on right now. It has been so hot out, and I'm in my air conditioning house and I am still sweating. Oh, here we go. I will show this as I always do at the end. Follow me on Instagram at StitchuationNormal. And that was episode 3. Thank you so much for everyone that's watched, and keep stitching your story. And I'll see you next time.